What is going on? Forza Milan, Forza Milan. I hope all of you guys are doing great wherever you are around the world. Whether it's the morning, whether it's the afternoon, whether it's the night, only two words matter, and those two words are Forza Milan. Antonio, how you doing, my friend?
Doing well. How are you, Roy?
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Slow news day today, but we do have things to talk about. More things regarding the defender, the midfielders, and also possibly we might see De Cadler and Diaz playing together. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I don't know how it's going to work, but I don't know. I don't want to change too radically, so I don't know how I feel.
Got you, got you. Well, let me say hi to chat first. First thing in chat, we have some breaking news regarding Diallo. Look at this. Milan
I
had
was
pulled
gonna
out,
bring that up. Yeah.
and we're going to be talking about that. Milan had pulled out of a race for Abdou Diallo. The club saw Diallo not convinced enough to join the club and ended negotiations with PSG. I'm Lord Krunic says, thank God no more Ziyech. Well, that's not done yet. Christian Pesmino, hola, how are you doing, sir? Ciao, ciao. Forza Milan Ivapi. Forza Milan. Orlando Santos. Artem Walker, how you doing? Chris Patterson, how's it going? Ciao a tutti, Forza Milan. Good morning, Max Call. Acerbi coming in. We got Paul in the house. What's up, Paul? How are you doing? All right, let's get straight into it. So, the question is, Diaz against Udinese had a great game. He was involved in all 4 goals. How do you keep him out of the squad when you just brought in this 35 million player called Charles de Kettler, the Prince, and he's supposed to be that cam? We brought him to be the cam because Diaz was not performing last season. But now we are in a situation where Diaz had a great game against Udinese, where Pioli tweaked the tactics just a little bit to place Diaz on the center-right attacking midfield position, just between the winger and the attacking midfielder. That little pocket right there, which suited him perfectly. All 3 of his goals. Well, the first goal that came from the penalty came from him penetrating through that area. The second goal came from him doing a really nice play, assisting Calabria on the wing. Then Calabria crossed it in the middle. And what was the third one? What was the third goal? Remind me. I can't remember the third goal.
The third goal, I believe, was oh shoot! Oh, that was the tap in, right? The Diaz tap in.
Right. The third goal was the tap-in. That's correct. And then what was the fourth goal? Remind me.
Rebic scores off of the Diaz and Messias press on.
Oh, right. That's right. And Diaz again from that right side penetrates in the box, finds a little pocket of space, sets up a Rebic. So how do you keep that player out? That is the question. You found a perfect tactical solution to have him be as efficient and effective as possible. So we got to ask ourselves: is it the right move to keep Diaz on the bench? No, he's probably going to be starting. But we have the Prince in the squad too, and we want him to play as well. So according to Corriere dello Sport, they're saying one of the players less on the ball in the opening match against Udinese was Junior Messias, and we all agreed, even in our player rating here on RossonARI TV, that Junior Messias did not have a great game, which is why the coach could choose a different option according to Corriere dello Sport, who launched the idea that De Kettler could start in Bergamo. And this is something that we've been speculating. However, he could be on the right instead of a trequartista position. Pioli is unlikely to bench Diaz after his performance against Udinese, so it's easier to imagine a trio of Rafa Leao, Brahim Diaz, and De Kettler behind Oliver Giroud, even if dropping Ante Rebic will be hard too. So most likely behind Giroud. The Belgian playing on the right would demonstrate the versatility that Pioli knew that he could bring when he arrived at the club in a deal worth 35 million, including bonuses, etc., etc. So let me know in chat and let me know what you think. Is this going to happen? Are we going to see Brahim Diaz start in the middle, De Kettler on the left, and then they do their interchanges? Because De Kettler, he's going to roam all over the place. And then that right side is going to be given essentially to Calabria. Calabria is going to take care of that. Or, this is the other question that I have for chat and for you, Antonio. Against Atalanta, we're playing against a team that is strong, offensively strong, a team that we need to have efficient high pressure. Is Salamakers the best choice? Quick, put Salamakers in there and win that high press. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I understand. Let me know what you think, Antonio. Go ahead.
For me, I I don't know. I'm scared to change too much, and I think that I would either go with the same lineup as last week, or maybe substituting Diaz for De Ketelaere and then subbing Diaz in later. We could try playing Diaz on the wing potentially, but I don't know how it's gonna necessarily work for the whole game. I mean, we may be a little bit weak in that right area then because we don't have anyone that's covering too well. Because I think Diaz is gonna cut inside a lot, so it's a bit risky.
Yeah. That's the thing that I'm thinking. How is the covering essentially going to happen? Because you have to defend against Atalanta, especially on that right side, because that's where all their offense comes from. It comes from the right side. At least that's how it was last season. By the way, I'm going to do a tactical rundown of the game, and that video is going to be a short video. Is going to be coming up either today or tomorrow. But it is risky. So let me see. Let's go to chat. Let's see what the chat thinks. By the way, hello, Carlo Moretti, Milanista Doc. Come stiamo? Hello, Forza Milan Big Al. How you doing, my friend? Guys, before we even get started, what are you waiting for? Smash that like button. Let's get started right away. Every time Pioli plays versus Atalanta, he used Kessie, Mate, and Krunic as cam. Need physicality in that role versus Atalanta, so I'd rather see CDK for tactical reasons. Now, that is true. He did use those players, but against Udinese, the little guy was the guy that was the most important player on the pitch. And Udinese is the biggest team in Italy. Like I said, CDK will start on the right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you are right. I'm interested in seeing how CDK and Diaz play together. I think it can be done. Then bring on Ali later. Absolutely, yeah. Hi, Royce. It's just one game. This Diaz hype has to stop. CDK is our player, not on loan. These papers are writing crap. CDK. Well, that's. I'm sorry, Nonsa, but it's just one game. CDK Diaz is a football player in Milan. He's one of our resources, and he's in great form. Doesn't matter what the newspapers say. What matters is what Diaz does on the pitch. He was there, and he had a great performance. It doesn't matter what I think, what you think. If you have a player that is on form, you play that player. You don't put him on the bench. I don't think it's hype. I don't think it's hype. It's real. It's real, guys. It is real. If we're just to throw away Diaz and throw him away in the garbage, then why keep him in the first place? Why we should have just sent him out and kept Maldini. But Diaz is a real resource. The team really believes in this player. Maldini really believes in this player. This is a real operation that really happened, and they want to maybe buy him. Let's not just decide right away that Diaz is not a useful player. I think that's a bad mistake. There goes our defense. Yeah.
Quick question. When we re-extended Diaz's loan, do you remember if we included an option to buy this time?
Yeah.
Or is he so now he's not just a dry loan anymore, right?
No, it's not a dry loan.
So technically, I think the option to buy is it like 25 million or is it like more than that? Do you know? I think it's something around that area.
I think it was 22 million. I think it was 22 million, something like that. Something like that. I'm not sure whether it was option to buy or obligation to buy, but I think it was option to buy, and then Real Madrid had how do you call it? A buyback clause, which is of 20 something million. So basically, it was 3 million more than what Milan would be spending. So essentially, Real Madrid, if Milan decide to buy the player, then Real Madrid has to just spill out 3 million and then they get the player. There goes our defensive target up in smokes. There's no way we're paying 15 million for Onyedika. We're going to talk about those. We're definitely going to be talking about those for sure. Trust in Pioli decisions? Yeah, absolutely. Too early for De Ketelaere to start. Give Messi another chance. Yeah, maybe it is too early. Yeah. Yes, we're going to be talking about Cardinale and about him and Redbird owning all the shares. We're going to be talking about that. Paul KB says, people keep forgetting we do not own Brahim Diaz. Diaz just earning his stripes just to go back to Madrid. He'll only stay with us if Madrid don't want him at the end of the season. Yeah, this is true. But, guys, we need to win points today, not next year. Today, Brahim Diaz is an AC Milan player. And he's one of our resources. All right, a few more chats, then let's keep on going. Other than Tonali for Krunic, we shouldn't change the team. That's what. Okay, Rohit. What's up, Rohit? By the way, guys, follow Rohit's Twitter account at Kiralista. Amazing Milan content by Rohit. Beautiful tactical breakdowns of the games. Those are always fun reads and very enlightening reads. Great job, Rohit. I wouldn't want to change the passing combinations and our pressing routine. So Rohit is saying keep Brahim Diaz, keep Messias there, and then just bring in the changes later, which is honestly most likely what is going to happen. On YouTube highlights, CDK 80% clips was on the right wing. Yeah, because CDK likes to roam on the right. He likes to roam on the left. If you look at how he played against Udinese, he was literally everywhere. He was literally everywhere. Yes, guys, we're going to talk about this one too. All right, so Antonio, let's go to Diallo. Let's talk a little bit about Diallo. Do you have anything on that?
I do. I don't have it pulled up because unfortunately I'm not on my usual computer right now. But
okay, I got something. Yeah.
I do. So basically, someone else put this in the comments. It was first confirmed by an Italian journalist for Tutto Sport on Twitter. His name is Marco, I think. I forget his last name. But most recently, it was confirmed by Daniele Longo. So it looks like it's official now. And basically, Milan have pulled out for Abadou, I think Diallo from PSG. So he is no longer an option for the center back. What does this mean? Maybe we're prioritizing convincing Ndiko. I don't know, but all we know is that he's no longer an option.
Yes, but even the Indica news is not very, it's not very comforting or it's not very positive. I did even read reports that at this point they're just thinking of keeping Gabbia there and, giving Gabbia that chance. But what they really want to do with Gabbia is giving him playing time, like steady playing time. Bring him to Sampdoria. Sampdoria he can play because Sampdoria is Giampaolo wants him. Sampdoria he'll be playing a lot. Gabbia is an excellent football player, by the way. Yeah, he's an excellent football player. So they want to give Gabbia, that experience. But at this point, I'm thinking, and this was also reported, is there going to be a defender that is going to be coming in at this point? Diallo now is out of the picture. Evan Ndika seems like the agents want a big payday, so it's going to be very hard. Agents right now rule the world of football. They are the owners of football today. So why don't we just keep Gabbia? What do you think about that? And guys, let me know in chat. Should we just keep Gabbia and not even focus on another defensive player? And maybe try and get Ndika once his contract expires, which is what I was speculating at first. What do you think?
For me, we need another defender for this year. I think, first of all, for Gabbia, it's better off if he goes on loan. I don't think he's ready to play against some of the teams we're playing against. I think he's going to get, we're not playing a back three. We're playing a back two. Our center backs have to be, able to, and also we play a higher line most of the time. So we're going to have to be able to, run, chase down, and also be really, really good one-on-one. And he's decent in those things, but pace-wise is not the best. And I think against the top clubs, he struggled. So in the UCL, it's going to be a liability especially, and we need depth. And also, I think he needs game time. He's going to be the last choice center back. So it's not really good for him. Also, I would like to get someone who can play in the left back and the left center back to come in for depth purposes, cover both roles. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty upset if we don't get a center back. Like I think we needed at least two more signings. This Mercato only brought in. I mean, Adli was last year. We should have the budget to bring in two more players that are cheap. So I don't understand why. It's just gonna, I don't think we're gonna be able to get Ndiko realistically because other clubs are gonna put down so much more money than we can. We never really like to go crazy on wages and agent things. We're not really like that. We're more sustainable. So I don't know. It's not good for me. We need a center back.
You know who's left, right? Out of all the center backs that are available, whom are left-footed. You know who it is, right?
It's Acerbi.
Guys, Acerbi's on the market right now. He's looking for a squad. We're not. It looks like we're not getting Diallo. It looks like Evan Ndika is not going to happen, at least for now. Maybe it will happen. Let's see. But Acerbi seems to be realistic today. Let's see what the news brings tomorrow. Let's see what the news brings in these. I mean, we have what, a little less than 2 weeks till the end of the market. Um, maybe, maybe it can be a player, another player from the EPL. What's up, Kengu? Eric Bailey. I don't know, but right now my mind is saying Acerbi. Oh my lord. Let's see what happens with the situation. Let's definitely see what happens with the situation because obviously it wouldn't be the most, like exciting thing to see Acerbi come back. Even though Acerbi, okay, he's reliable, he's experienced. We don't need him to play all the time. We would just need him to play to stay on the bench when we need him. But that's what I was thinking actually, Rohit. I was thinking, why not just keep Gabbia and bring up Andrea Kubis? Gabbia can be Romagnoli's replacement, essentially. And Andrea Kubis can be Gabbia's replacement. He can take that. I don't know. That's something that I did think as well. He's our Primavera's botman, exactly. Big guy, defense, built like a tank. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Um, Paul KB right-footed, but Eric Bailey.
Roy, there is a problem with this though. Is that Kubis also plays right back. So we have too many players that are right-sided center backs that can also play right back, like Kalulu. And we have a lot of right backs, and so I think that getting someone on the other side would have been nice to kind of reinforce that area of the field because we have too many of these players. So I don't know. I don't think he's the solution. Eric Bailly is a pretty good.
Well, that's the thing. Like, what is the solution? Maybe they're going to find some guy that we never even thought about. Most likely, probably, or really is going to be Acerbi. But can you think of any names right now? Let's think of some names that could be realistic right now.
Tanganga is still available.
Tanganga, okay, yeah, that is one. Is he though? Is he still available?
Yeah, he's on Spurs right now. So
I think Roma is in that race too. Okay, he's one. And I think he would be maybe like Plan C, right? Tanganga was like Plan C, Plan D in my mind at least. Again, when it comes to Paratici, I don't want anything to do with the guy. That guy's a curse. Everything that comes from that man, is a curse. So I would not want to deal with it. But whatever names, give me some other names.
I mean, we're not really linked with much, like just players in general that are options, or Bai can be another one potentially.
Who's this? Bai?
Eric Bai from Man United. The player can't Google his name.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's how you pronounce his name. Kubis can play right back, but he can also play center back. He does both. Acerbi would not be bad. We don't need anyone to hamper the Kalulu Tomori partnership. That's a good. I mean, honestly, you're right, Orlando Santos. We have Acerbi. For me, Tomori, Kalulu, Chiari, Gabbia is an excellent quartet. Obviously, I would have loved to see Evan Indika there too. But I have a lot of faith in that quartet, so I'm not against that. Bring in Acerbi in there, bring in some more experience, but whatever, guys. By the way, we are just speculating Acerbi. Nobody's talking about Acerbi. Actually, Acerbi is being linked to Inter right now. Did you see this? Yeah, Acerbi is being linked to Inter.
I did not see that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Kalulu can play as a left back as well. He has played there. Against Torino, I remember. He had a tough time against Singo. Singo is not an easy guy to stop. No, Roy, no. I don't trust any of the guys from the Primavera. Sorry, the Primavera sucks. Yeah, our Primavera has to definitely step it up. Florenzi can be backup left back, and that is quality backup left back, Florenzi, but it's not really his position, but sure. Yeah. We can sign slow players at a rate we play in hell now. Realistic names, Tanganga, Esteve. Roma offering more money for Tanganga. Varane is bench warming at United. What about a loan for him? Varane is a super player. Mamma mia, ragazzi. Varane is like one of the most... I think he held a record for like... every time he's played a final, he's won a final. Something crazy, something like that.
United are never going to get rid of him, and he's supposed to start playing soon. Also, his wages are insane. Like, he's getting insane wages.
That would never happen, yeah, for sure. Davidson Sanchez, I've heard this name before. I've heard this name before. I think someone else mentioned him the other day. Bailey can play left back. Luigi Timpano, come stiamo? If we buy the Nigerian midfielder, we can't buy Tanganga because we don't have spot for UE foreign players. That is true. Yeah, because Tanganga is English, right? And I think that English players are non-EU players now, right?
Yeah.
They're considered non-EU. I agree with MHM 100%. We have to trust Gabbia and give him more playing time. I agree with this. I definitely agree with this. Gabbia, and of course you have Gabbia's garbage there from Safe. I say let a Primavera player stop as the fifth option. I agree with Hans. Listen, if I had my choice right now, obviously Evan Ndika would be the number one guy. But since I don't know if this is going to happen, I would keep Gabbia and bring up a Primavera player. Kjaer, Tomori, Kalulu, Gabbia, for me is good enough. It's good enough. Anyway, speaking of Onyedika, the Nigerian midfielder, there is some more encouraging news about him that I want to look at. So Milan is looking to raise the offer, and this one looks much more encouraging. And I have a feeling that this one here is going to happen. I do have a feeling that this one here is going to happen. Hopefully I don't jinx it, but I do have a feeling that we are going to be able to land the Onyedika. By the way, guys, Onyedika has some crazy stats. I was reading that he had like 90% possession skill, like some crazy stats, and he was nominated best player in Denmark, best youngster in Denmark too. And we saw his highlights. We saw what he can do. This guy is would be a super signing. So let's see what this says. According to CalcioMercato.com, Onyedika responds to all the characteristics that Paolo and Massara are looking for, as he is young, physical, reasonably priced, and with great room for growth. He's under contract until June 2026 with the Danish club and is valued at over 8 million by them. Milan have offered 4 million plus bonuses, which was rejected, but they're expecting to make a new attempt. The 21-22 season saw Onyedika establish himself as he played regularly, won the Danish Cup, and was voted Young Player of the Season. His characteristics make him a very useful, modern player who knows how to combine both phases. He's physically strong and is more of a defensive midfielder that breaks up play rather than a playmaker. His offensive press, his high press, looks insane. Last season, he was close to 90% in pass completion, demonstrating good ball playing ability both in short passing and in long balls. Moreover, the report describes him as a skilled presser. That's exactly what I was saying. Who would marry perfectly with the movements that Pioli asked for his midfielders. He was 7th in successful tackles in the last season. 7th out of, hundreds of players. That's really good. Recovering over 300 balls, of which half were in the opponent's territory. This is what I'm talking about. 150 balls recovered in the opponent's territory. Guys, this is Kessie on steroids. This player is Kessie on steroids. He is not. This is better than Kessie. Guys, if we land this guy and we send Kessie to Barcelona, we win in the end. In short, Pioli's looking for a combative midfielder, and Onyedika has launched his candidacy. Honestly, I think this is. I'm gonna say this. Okay, I know people are gonna say, "What the hell are you talking about?" Literally, from what I'm seeing from this player, this is a better operation than Sanchez. Why? Because there's another thing that I want to tell you guys. This guy has, so far in his career, 0 injuries. He's like Kessie. Never gets injured. He's more technical than Kessie. We saw him. He's press resistant. He does the high press beautifully. He's young, 21. The difference with Sanchez is already an established player. Sanchez is already, he's already showed the world that he's a top player. This guy still has to show the world that he's a top player. But this is the man that we need to bring to AC Milan. This is the man. What are your Spider-Man senses telling you, Antonio?
So I don't know if you read the Corriere report today, if you mentioned it, but apparently they said that we have raised our bid to 5 million and that they're asking for 9 million now. So maybe I think honestly 7 million can probably close this deal. So we're like, cutting this down. And if we're not getting a center back, then we're definitely getting this guy because we're going to have all the money to get him. But I don't know. I think they're just still trying to see like what's going to happen with Ndika, and they're trying to like save as much money as possible.
Okay, I did not read that article about from Corriere dello Sport. You said, or Corriere della
Yes.
Sera. Okay,
Oh wait,
okay.
let me
So,
check.
all right. Anyway, so yes,
Della
they're
Sera, Della Sera.
Corriere della Sera. So they are pushing for this target. I think he's perfect. He's really what we need, guys. In chat, what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to happen? And obviously, guys, the thing is this: Bakayoko looks like he's leaving. Were more reports coming out. There's a few. Marseille was looking for Bakayoko. Nottingham Forest probably not anymore because Nottingham Forest bought a defensive midfielder, which is very similar to Bakayoko. So I don't think they're going in for him. But Galatasaray is looking at Bakayoko as well. I don't think Bakayoko wants to do another season on the bench. I think Bakayoko wants to play. So so what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is the perfect signing? What do you guys think? Let me see what you guys think. Roy, do you want it to happen? I want Onyedika to happen. Yes, 100%. 100%. Heard Lazetic is being sent back to the Primavera. Yes, this is something else because essentially of the Vincenzo Tommaso Mancini situation. Lazetic is staying because we don't have enough strikers, but he is going to be helping the Primavera essentially, and it's good for him. It's good for him. 1 minute is it's Onana, then it's Onyedika. Onana is also being linked today. It could be Onana, guys. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. They want 9 million now. It goes up 1 million every week. Milan only offered 5 million. They'll find a solution. I'm sure they'll find a solution with bonuses. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Lazetic is over Colombo. We'll see how Colombo does. Maldini, Massara, and Moncada, no ball for sure. We sold Kessie. Well, we didn't sell Kessie. We we let him go for free. But anyway, he went for free at the right time. Kessie is now hurt at Barcelona. I don't care one damn shit about what happens to Kessie at Barcelona. Guys, if we get Onyedika, this guy is 5 times better than Kessie. 5 times better. 5 times better. Nigerian players are hella inconsistent. Well, I don't know. I mean, this guy, I would break the bank to get this guy. Player reminds me of Chamini. Good shout out, Rohit. He does kind of remind me of Chamini a little bit, right? Do you agree, Antonio? He does have those characteristics. But
I
he's
mean,
coming.
just because he's a deeper midfielder. I mean, yeah, he's got some of the same aspects, but let's not overhype. Let's let him develop.
Yeah, of course. But he's coming from a weak league. It reminds me of how Hage wasn't ready for Serie A. Yeah, Hagway, guys, I said it the other day. I'll be repetitive. I'll say it again. Hagway to me is the kind of guy that when you shake his hand, he's gonna give you a limp wrist, right? I don't think this guy's gonna give you a limp wrist. This guy's gonna shake your hand firmly. This guy's a warrior on the middle of the
Hauge,
pitch. Is a
it was
warrior.
Hauge's confidence that let him down because I think he was fine. He was a fine player. I'm not still. You guys can't tell me Hauge was that bad when he was on Milan. He didn't play much, and when he played, he scored some big goals and had some attacking promise. So I'm done with the Hauge slander, honestly. Like, yeah, it didn't work out for him, but, I think, honestly, his confidence just kind of dipped super, super far.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Guys, listen, we're going to do a few more chats, then we're going to move on to the next segment, but smash that like button. You're already here. It doesn't cost you anything. Do the smashing of the liking of the buttons. Let's do it, guys. Let's bring those likes up. Let's defeat the Interista algorithm. Guys, the algorithm is Interista, and he sympathizes Juve. So there it is. That's enough motivation for you to defeat that algorithm and click that like button. Never injured. He's wrapped up like a mummy. I think that's more for show. I think that's more for show. Do you remember in the winter Maldini refused to buy a defender because no one on the market would upgrade our squad? The fact that we've made initial bid shows fans what Maldini thinks. He's an upgrade to our squad per Maldini market's practices. I think this guy is, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Having these expectations for someone playing in the Danish league is more than likely setting yourself up for disappointment. Now, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this because every freaking player came from another league. Yeah. Okay. Like every player that plays in Italy, did not start in Italy. They played in smaller leagues in Turkey, in Sweden, in Belgium, in Switzerland, in Russia. Then they come to Italy and they learn how, and they adapt to the Italian game. So I don't agree with this fact because he played in the Danish league or because he plays in the Norwegian league. Therefore, we no. I mean, where did Haaland start? Did Haaland start, in Man City? Haaland started in. Didn't he start in Norway? If I'm not wrong, you know. Um, yeah. So players need to start somewhere. Not all of them are going to start in Spain, England, or Italy, or Germany, or France. They're going to start in other countries too. Um, let's see. I hope the Diaz show in the first game is not a flash in the pan. Again, our transit soap opera started today. Diallo instead of Onyedika, and then Gino Nana instead of Onyedika. No, Diallo is gone. Diallo is out of the picture at this point. Onyedika maybe still there. Gino Nana and Onyedika is what the team looks like it's trying to balance out. Guido Meloni, Signor Guido Meloni, says we should get this guy. I told you. Yes. And I like this comment. My spidey senses say it's desperation. We're trying to pick up anyone for 5 million. Are there any other links of players? Antonio?
Nothing worth like going into. It's all kind of just like small stuff.
Yeah, I gotta say today the news cycle and is still kind of stuck on the same players. We're really looking at the same players. Nothing on Ziyech. I saw a crazy comment here. No disrespect, but I wanted to look at this comment here. Where is it? Where is it? I think it was Aziz. Where is it? Yeah, this one here. We need Ndika, Seko Fofana, Ziyech, or Pulisic. Aziz, that's not going to happen, my man. I mean, that's like a dream supermarket. That's a dream market, but unfortunately, we're not going to see that. We need to quit lowballing for these players. We need 6.58 million offer and get it done. I 100% agree, Signor Green. I 100% agree. Ogni anno dovrebbe salire uno della primavera in prima squadra. Se nessuno sale vuol dire che c'è un problema. Dopo la generazione 98 con Locatelli, Calabria, Donnarumma, Cutrone, più nessuno. Good point. Good point. Every year, someone from the Primavera needs to come up. Who is it this time around? Because last year we had a few players, right? Who is the player that is going to come up from the Primavera this time around? Do we know this already? Has this information come out? Do you know about this, Antonio?
I don't know which player is going to come in. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't. Maybe Cubist. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure any of them are really ready, from what I heard.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I liked Di Michelis. Di Michelis looked really good. Michelis looked really good. Shaka Traore, he looks very good, but unfortunately, the left wing is stacked. Yeah, let's see which one it is. Okay, a few more chats. Our transfer mercato is an unending soap opera. Someday Ndika is close. The next day Diallo is close to us. Nothing is concrete. Yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. Jamal, what's up? How you doing, my friend? What did you miss? The smashing of the liking of the button. That's what you That's what you need to do. If your guys smash that like button, let's get a lot of likes today. Roy with the hot takes. 5 times better than Kessie. I love it. 10 times better than Kessie. 10 times. All right, one more, and then let's move on. Then we have to get Ndika and Acerbi. He's cheap and wouldn't mind to be on the bench, an ex-Milan youth. And Gabbia can go and get some experience. Your dad is calling for Acerbi. People here don't like Acerbi. People here don't like Acerbi. I shared a thread with Antonio on Onyedika. So when you get... Are you on your computer? Antonio?
No, unfortunately I'm multitasking right now. I can't pull it up.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, let's see what else we got. Now this article here is kind of like what is going on? What is going on? I don't even know like how to react to this one here. Check this out. Gazzetta dello Sport. Maldini has a remaining budget of around 5 million. Guys, is this a joke? Are we joking? Is this? It's like become a comedy act. Like our market has become a comedy act. What is going on? Gazzetta dello Sport, take a look at Milan's Mercato strategy, which starts with Sven Bosman non-arrival. A sizable sum was put to one sign to sign the Dutchman, but Milan did not have a spending power to make two expensive signings, and therefore, if Botman came, then the Decaler operation would have become very unlikely. Thank God. Thank God. If this is true, thank God that's the situation. However, Milan are now left needing a centre-back and a central midfielder, given that this season they must compete in the Champions League and try to win the Scudetto again. The remaining budget is closer to 5 million than 10 million, so the list of options is not exactly huge. Imagine like the Interisti, the Juventini, and everybody reading this, like they're freaking laughing at this kind of stuff. I mean, we know that we're better than them, but whatever. Milan are looking to minimize upfront expenses by securing a loan with option to buy. Jaffe Tanganga of Tottenham and Abdou Diallo PSG have been targeted, but both clubs want to sell or a loan with obligation at least. And today we found out that Diallo is out of the market. He's gone. Tanganga could still be there. If Diallo were to arrive, then the future Matteo Gabbia, or whoever were to arrive, would also be clear, as the young centre-back would then be sent to Sampdoria. Giampaolo wants the kid. Regarding the pursuit of a new midfielder, if a deal were struck with Milan for Rafael Onyedika, finding accommodation Bakayoko in advance would become practically mandatory given the squad size constraints. Guys, what do you make out of this? 5 million, really? We're going into war with a war chest of 5 million. That's all that's left. Mamma mia. Antonio, what do you think about this?
Longo is right. Longo is right, honestly. Yeah, this summer it's Elliot's fault. It's a mess. It's chaos.
Guys, Longo was not spreading fake news. I mean, look at us. Look at us. Look at the situation. Look at how long it took to get the Decaler. And that's the only guy we got this summer. That's it. We didn't get anybody else, guys. We didn't get anybody else. Origi wasn't a free. Ali came because we bought him last year. Pobega came because we owned him already. It is what it is. It's okay, guys. We're still the best team. We're still going to kick ass. So I'm not worried one. I don't believe this. None of the Italian papers are pro-Milan. You should know this, right? I don't think this is being pro or anti-Milan. I don't think they're trying to slander Milan. I think this is the information that they're getting, and this is the through sub-sources, sources, etc., and that's what they're saying. I don't think it's about being pro or anti-Milan. We booked 15 million for Renato. How that dropped to 5 million for no reason? And this is something we speculated too. Yeah, the biggest lie was Elliot would give Pioli a big gift player if we won the league. That never happened. Well, maybe it was Decaler. Maybe it's Decaler. I agree. Yeah, logistically it doesn't make any sense, but it's all right, guys. It's okay. At the end of the day, guys, we have a kick-ass team regardless. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. At least get Onyedika, and if you can't get the defender, keep Gabbia. I love Gabbia. The guy was the captain of the under-21 team. The under-21 national team always produces great champions. That many of them, not many, but a lot of them end up winning World Cups and European Championships and big trophies. These are players that every player that goes through the under-21. You have to think about this, a little bit of footballing knowledge here. All these players, like Gabbia, like all these Italian players that have been going through the ranks of the national team since they were 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, these guys have been going through Coverciano for 5-7 years now. Coverciano is one of the temples of football. Coverciano produces champions. Gabbia is one of these players, but he just needs time. You know, unfortunately, the thing about Italian players always need time. Right now, the only hope is Pioli with how he deals with the players. For me, Pioli is our savior. Yeah, for sure. Impossible. It's a bluff. We're ready to buy Renato Sanchez with 10 million, with 5 million for a commission to his procuratore. Yes, I don't know if this is true. It could be true, but freaking hell, man. For Onyedika, we're talking about, what, 3 million, 4 million? Let's just get it done, guys. Let's just get it done. Thank God that the Prestito exists. We're in the specialists in Europe. Our squad's weaknesses will pan out in UCL fixtures. Listen, as long as we go through the group stages, it does. For me, this season, it is what it is. So, speaking of, the market, yeah, it's Elliot. Elliot is behind the market, but there's since we are getting closer to September, and we're getting closer to the closing, we're starting to find out some other things regarding the takeover. So, for example, yeah, someone had mentioned in the chat earlier that that Redbird is going to own all the shares pretty much. So Elliot is only going to have two representatives in the club essentially. So check this out. Let's read this. This is a pretty good read here. So Il Sole 24.
Roy,
Whoa, what's up?
I'm sorry. So just some quick news about Atalanta, just generally. Their Ruslan Malinovsky is linked with Marseille. It just came up right now. And also, Soppi is a done deal to Atalanta. So he could play against us.
Oh, okay. So Malinowski to Marseille? Really?
He's linked with. It's not a done deal, but they're linked.
Okay. All right. So Soppi is a done deal. Okay, so Atalanta have strengthened their. Soppi is a defender, right? He's a central defender. He played in
right back.
Ah, he's a right back. Okay, he was the guy that fouled Calabria, right?
Yes, on Udinese.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, what happened with the Neymar loan rumors? Those rumors lasted a day, just like the Suarez rumors lasted a day. Nothing. Look, Neymar and Mbappe apparently are having issues. Mbappe wants to get rid of Neymar for some reason. I don't know. So he was linked to us, but those rumors died out real fast. Okay, so let's get into this. So let's find out a little bit more about this operation. So Sole 24 Ore basically is the financial newspaper of Italy, very reliable newspaper. This newspaper is not allowed to put out fake news because this paper here has a lot of responsibility to make sure that its information is correct, because a lot of businesses, a lot of money depends on what this newspaper reports. So anyway, here we go. Today that there is the last formal step to go through before Cardinale's fund will officially be the majority shareholder of the RossonARI. The transaction is expected to close in September. Cardinale is expected to conclude the deal thanks to a vendor loan, a loan from the seller, Elliott Management, which should be around 600 million of a total 1.2 billion valuation. Essentially, they would finance 50% of the sum of the takeover. Elliott, man, wow. Incredible what they do. These guys are incredible. The sale has not been without contention, though, as Yongong Lee managed to seize 364 million in Luxembourg, as he believes Elliott owe him a portion of the value of the club. However, Elliott appealed against the seizure. And then, check this one out. Meanwhile, Blue Sky are fighting at the New York court against the transfer of the majority of the club to Cardinale, asking that all the documents of the operation be produced. So you got Blue Sky that is trying to stop the operation because they want to see all the information. You have Yongong Lee in there that is suing Elliott. Elliott is giving Cardinale 600 million. It is crazy what is happening with this club. It is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And there's one more thing about this operation that I have right here. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Essentially, what it was saying, it was an article saying that Redbird is going to have all the shareholders, is going to have all stakes, basically all the shares, and Elliott is just going to have two representatives, as they are the vendor, because of the vendor loan situation. So this means that Elliott is not going to be part of the market anymore. Okay, the market Elliott won't have much of a say in the market at all, which is something that is a little bit of a relief to us, because we feel like Elliott is a little bit cheap, like they don't want to release funds. But again, with Cardinale, what we expect from Cardinale is similar to what we are seeing right now, right? Basically, this idea of Moneyball, this idea of sustainability. But I'm thinking that we'll see a little bit more from Cardinale. I think that we'll see a little bit more from Cardinale. All right, let's see what you guys think. Sapi and Lookman looks like a scary link-up. Two strong players overlapping. Lookman, yeah, it's going to be a tough game for sure. Why don't Redbird want to spend more money? Have I missed something? But why are we so effing poor? No, Redbird right now has no say in what happens in the club. I mean, I think they do. I think they do. But Elliot still owns the club, right? So Redbird is not putting out money. Elliot is putting out money. By the way, 2030 Mbappe to Milan, here we go. 2030. Blue Sky and Young on Squin over our Mercato. Yeah, that's right. If they just let Jerry and Elliot do their thing, then we wouldn't have had to waste so much time. Probably you're right, yeah. Is Gazidis staying? So apparently, as we know, Gazidis might be leaving in November. That's when his contract expires. Whether or not he's going to continue. Remember, Gazidis works for Elliot. Gazidis is pretty much representative of Elliot. His contract expires in November. We need those revenues. We'll get another penalty on Sunday. Hopefully. Yeah, Redbird will have to pay their dues to Elliot first. Right. So they're... but apparently they have, the fundraising has gone well. All right, guys. Let's go to Bakayoko. Let's go to Bakayoko. Oh, actually, no. Let's talk about this, actually. Bennacer. So, again, heavy rumors coming in regarding Bennacer. This one is in Italian. Bennacer rifiuta il rinnovo con il Milan, il Liverpool è su di lui. So we saw other reports coming out that Liverpool, looking for a midfielder, wants to go all in for Bennacer. Bennacer right now has refused the renewal, and he has said, the management, look, I want to see what happens when the takeover comes, and then I will decide, what to do. I want to see if there's more money. I want to see what the project is going to be, etc. So this opens the door for the Sharks, like Liverpool. At this point, I don't know what's going to happen. There's only 2 weeks left. We cannot sell Bennacer less than 2 weeks left. So at this point, guys, it looks like the same exact thing is going to happen if we want to have some kind of tactical consistency. We have to keep Bennacer, hope that he renews after the takeover. And if he doesn't renew the takeover, are we going to sell him in January? No, we're probably not. I mean, maybe we can, but that's, this might become another Kessie. Is Bennacer going to become another Kessie? Is Bennacer going to become another Romagnoli? Is Bennacer going to become a Donnarumma? I don't know, guys. All to find out. How much was Onyedika? Why not buy him? Onyedika is cheap. They're asking for 9 million. Milan have put 5 million. If Milan can put 7 million, put 2 million more, I don't know, freaking sell your damn Lamborghinis, sell your damn Ferraris, fundraise the damn money, get this player, because this player is money. This player is money. Onyedika is going to come clean, guys. Onyedika is a player that we need. Forza Gazidis. Any news on leveling up the youth? We haven't got good players for a long time. Well, no, not really. I mean, aside from the Paraguayan player, Hugo Cuenca, who came in, the current Primavera is still not too different from what it was. We did actually get a defender from Roma, but that defender, who was apparently a really good player, got a problem with his eye for some reason, got an operation, and he's out for 6 months. So we bought a player for the Primavera, and then he got injured, and now he's out for half a year. And then the other player that we wanted to get was Tommaso Mancini. That didn't happen. Tommaso Mancini is going to Juve, so it is what it is. Guys, I tell you something, when you have less money, you're more intelligent and rational with your budget. Look PSG, Barcelona, why they ruin themselves. This is a great concept here, because I agree with you. It is 100% true when Maldini, with his limited budget, has shown how intelligent he is. right? Massara, Maldini, Pioli, etc., Moncada, and Gazidis, all of these guys. They have shown how intelligent they are with a limited budget. My question is, if these guys had these crazy budgets like Man City and PSG, would they just waste it and squander it? Yeah? Would they do what Leonardo does? Pay Castillo 25 million, buy players that are worth 10 million and pay them 40 million? I don't know. I don't think they would do that, but it is something that it's a good question to ask. Other rumors was that Ismail wants to be paid the same as Tel. Yeah, exactly. Ismail Bennacer wants to be paid the same as Bennacer, and this is what I thought a lot of months ago when this subject was coming up. Bennacer is not just an average player. Bennacer is one of the most important players of the team, right? And I'm thinking, if I am in Bennacer's shoes, I also want to be considered one of the key players of the team. I want to be considered one of the best players in the team, and I want to be paid as if I'm one of the most important players in the team. So when they come at me and they give me the salary that kind of puts me below the best players in the team, it's kind of like a dig. It's kind of like, it's almost like offensive, you know? And that's how I felt about Bennacer. I'm sure a lot of you will disagree with that. But I think Bennacer is correct in asking to be paid that way, because Bennacer has the ability to be a leader on the pitch, and one of the, maybe if he produces in Europe, he could become one of the best midfielders in Europe. Let's see what he does in the Champions League. This is his year to shine. UEFA Lona, that's right. I'm keeping my hopes up because Jerry, stay tuned. Yeah, Big Daddy G coming in September. Let's see what he does. The reality is that most players see Milan like a step and not the big club. This happened because we had 10 years of struggles. Maybe in the future, top players are going to reconsider Milan like a top club. And this is 100% true right now. You see, a lot of players are looking at this club because even of our policies, our philosophy. We're getting young players to develop them. But then these players, when they're 21, 22, 23, you can give them that 2 million contract, that 1.5 contract. But then once they start producing, once they get to that 24, 25 year range and they've won a trophy like a Scudetto, they start to ask for, serious money, right? They start to ask for serious money. So the reality about AC Milan is this. Are we going to be Arsenal, or are we going to be what Arsenal should have always been? The team that produces youngsters but keeps them. Because that's going to be the difference. We need to produce the youngsters, like Leao, like Theo Hernandez, and blah, 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 but then keep them. Because if we keep them, guys, it is over for everybody. It is over. You don't sell them with 2 weeks left, no chance. I think at this point it's, yeah. Honestly, why are we broke? Something is not adding up. We just won the league. Yeah, no, I think that at the end of the day, we are using essentially the revenues. We are doing the sustainability thing, but we have so many expenses because the money that we have is not just money to buy players, but it's money to pay the wages, not of only the players, but of everybody that works in the club, and maintenance and buildings and blah, 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 training ground. So it's not like we have all this money that is there for the market. Not yet, at least, not yet. Lazetic Cuenca are going to rip up the Primavera. Hopefully they do. The real problem is that Elliot have no advantage in invest. Yeah, Elliot right now, what advantage do they have in investing in Milan? They don't. What's up, Clint Smith? Amazing. Clint Smith, no news on center backs. Onyedika got debunked. No, Onyedika, nothing right now. We're not going to see Onyedika. Maybe, we'll see. Chaka is a gem. And let's see how he develops. I think we have a little superstar there. Not again for us to drop 40 million for some player. We Scrooge in bins. It's crazy, guys. It is definitely crazy how this situation is going to turn out. But at the end of the day, guys, regardless of the transfer market, regardless of this mercato, we still have a team that is super competitive and is going to kick ass. So I'm not worried about how competitive we're going to be. Obviously, the mercato is that period in the season in which you know, you want to get those new players, you want that excitement, but it is what it is. Guys, if you have not already, what are you waiting for? Click that like button, smash it. Smash that like button, let's get those likes up. Sell Bakayoko to get more money for Onyedika. Well, we can't sell Bakayoko. Bakayoko doesn't belong to Milan. Actually, Chelsea, Bakayoko belongs to Chelsea. Chelsea is negotiating Bakayoko's future right now. If Marseille wants to get Bakayoko, they're not coming to us. They're going to Chelsea. And then Chelsea decides what's going to happen. Then they communicate with us. We say, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But we don't own Bakayoko. So we're not going to make any money from Bakayoko. Maybe we're going to save on wages, and that's it. Even Man U, with all the money, recruits poorly. Yeah, true. It's not that you need all this money to have good recruits. Napoli got Ndombele on loan with an option to buy for 30 million. Is that much money? Honestly, guys, this is a downgrade. Because as far as I know, Napoli is losing Fabian Ruiz and they're getting Ndombele. But this is a downgrade for Napoli. Because Fabian Ruiz is money. Ndombele, maybe he is, but he hasn't proven to be a top player. You know, Fabian Ruiz plays for the national team of Spain. He's one of the main starters for Spain. He's been kicking ass in Italy. Ndombele has been sitting on a bench for a long time. So this is a little bit of a downgrade for Napoli. We're going to have to make big signings at some point. Yeah, but not now. You can't treat renewal deals like the transfer market. Players definitely still view Milan as a huge club. They just want what they're worth, rightly so. Yeah, I agree. Napoli let go of their big players who have very high wages, so it saved them a lot of money. They even sold Koulibaly for 40 million. Yeah, the thing, Napoli kind of had to do that because their situation is different from ours. We don't need to sell. We don't need to sell. But at this point, maybe we should have sold. But it's too late now, I think. I think it's too late now. But maybe we should have sold in order to sell one player to get two players. You know, kind of thing. I don't know. Bennacer better than Kessie deserves the rise. I agree. Bennacer deserves 4 million, not because he's the same as Theo, but because Theo right now deserves 6.5. That's right, Oli. That's a good point. Exactly, Roy. He has ability, but he didn't do it last season. PS, even as recent, Theo contributes a lot more to the team. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's see what else we got here, guys. Let's move on to the next. Oh, yes, guys, I want to talk about this. This one here kind of pisses me off. Dominic Berardi. The man, not the myth, and definitely not the legend. What is this man thinking? What is this man doing? This guy just signed his career away. Dominic Berardi, the man that if he were English, he'd be worth 150 million and be playing for Man City right now. But it doesn't look like it. I think if Dominic Berardi was English and Man City would have asked him to play for them, Dominic Berardi would have said, no, I want to stay in West Ham. I want to stay in Aston Villa. I want to stay in Brighton. What is this man doing? So this guy just renewed his contract with Sassuolo up until 2027. Guys, that is 5 freaking years. Basically up until he's, 32, 33? This man has just decided that he does not want to play big-time football. He does not want to play Europe. He does not. This guy will never play a Champions League game in his freaking career. I don't know what to say. I am done defending this man. I have defended him for months and months. I'm done. This guy is a loser. He is a loser. Big fish in a small pond. He wants life easy. What Dominic Berardi should have done is just run out his contract and then gone to a big team. Why would you stay at Sassuolo? Why do you want to fight for the 12th spot, 11th spot, 13th spot for all your career? Like, why? Don't you want to challenge yourself? Don't you want to see how good you can do against the big boys in Europe? Mamma mia, ragazzi. Che pietà. Che pietà che è questo uomo. Che pietà che è questo uomo. This man is one of the most disappointing things I've seen. Guys, we have some potential breaking news. Gabbia will stay at least until the next session in January. Player deemed useful by the club. The hunt for the defender continues. The evaluation phase of various profiles on loan. Yes, and I had read this about Gabbia. Yeah, so, and I think that's the right thing to do. That is definitely the right thing to do. So Kalulu is no longer a right back. Yes, Kalulu can also play as a right back. As a matter of fact, Milan's right back space is covered by 3 players right now. Maybe even 4. All 3 of these players, actually all 4 of these players, super players. Kalulu, Calabria, Florenzi, and also Salamakers, who started as a right back. But this guy here, man, what is he doing? Imagine seeing Raspadori, Scamacca, Fratesi soon move and just say, there, he's got no ambition. Incredible. This something Berardi doesn't believe he can do better. This man is how can I defend this guy anymore? How can I defend this guy anymore? He wants to be the hero of Sassuolo. He wants to be the Di Natale of Sassuolo. But Di Natale helped Udinese get into the Champions League. Di Natale, because Udinese had a proper team that could actually get in the top 4 spot. Sassuolo is going to be fighting for the 11th spot. Sassuolo is going to be fighting for the... Mamma mia, ragazzi. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Milan has been linked to Berardi many times. You know, we tried to get him a bunch of times. He should have been what Messias is right now, that offensive right winger. We tried to get him, but Sassuolo is impossible to deal with Sassuolo because that stupid owner, Carnevale, whatever he's called, he asks so much money for his players, it doesn't make any sense. And now Berardi has just renewed for 5 more years in that freaking club. Mamma mia. Okay. Berardi proving Maldini right. This is why Italy is out of the World Cup. Yeah, and he was actually, Berardi was the guy that missed the open net, right? I can't believe I defended this man for so long. I can't believe I defended this man for so long. Do you think the fight with the Modena supporter had anything to do with the renewal? Maybe nobody wanted him after that. No. Milan was after him. Milan was after him, but Milan we know how Milan is. Milan does not pay 1 cent more than what they think a player is valued. If they think a player is valued 15 million, and the club says no, it has to be 15 million and 1 cent, Milan will say no, we're not going to put up the cent. It's literally like that. Carnevale, Sassuolo wanted to sell him for 35 million, close to 40 million. Milan was putting up 25 million for the player, and Sassuolo said no. Milan had no intention to go any further than that. What a shame. Like if he fails at a big club, Sassuolo would always take him back. Sassuolo fans getting Berardi tattoos now. Roy, rumors saying that Diallo doesn't want... Yeah, the Diallo thing is done. It's over. No more Diallo. He ain't coming. The Di Natale of Sassuolo and the Micoli of Sassuolo. Right. Diallo earns 5 million at PSG. He's living... Yeah, man, this guy is making more money than any of our players, and he's on the freaking bench the whole time. Roy, what do you think Berardi's true value was? I think 25 million was correct. Somewhere between 20 and 25 million. I mean, listen, if a guy can come to Milan and give you the numbers that he was doing at Sassuolo, meaning double-digit assists and double-digit goals consistently, I mean, what else do you want? You know, that's great. But 35 million, I think, is too much. 40 is way too much. Between 20 and 25 was correct at the time. So, yeah, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, before we go on, guys, remember to smash that like button. Remember that the algorithm is a Barcelona fan. The algorithm supports Barcelona, and we want to defeat Barcelona. So make sure you smash the like button. That's the only way to defeat Barcelona. Okay, let's go to this article right here. Antonio's back. And what's up, Antonio? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm sorry. I had to deal with some demons.
Ah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
No, 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 no. Okay, no. Okay, that's not a, no, no, not like that.
Okay, no, it's fine. What did you? I don't know. I just had a huge rant about Berardi
Oh, yeah.
and him being a total loser. For guys, unfortunately, we're not doing the Milan forum. We're not doing the
Why?
Milan forum anymore. We'll do other things. We'll do other things.
Can we potentially do another stream tomorrow?
Yes, yes, yes. But we're not doing the Milan forum
Okay.
anymore. Milan forum will be reinstated in the future. All right, Antonio, what do you think about the
Okay.
Berardi
First,
situation?
yeah, I will say this. First of all, SJ, that's actually not what I meant by that. So it's funny. Uh, also, I'm looking to maybe do an open live one of these days too. At nighttime in the U.S. if you guys are awake. But for Berardi, I mean, once again, this is just highlighting weak mentality. Weak mentality. I don't know. He's just trying to get. I mean, I think he's in a place right now where he gets good stats every year. He doesn't want to risk going to another club and like not performing as well. He's just doing well on like a mid-table club in Italy, and that's as high as he wants to go. He's probably getting paid okay, and he's fine with just staying there because he's not ambitious enough to like want to play in Europe or anything. So that's just what he's doing. Not right for him.
Yeah, it's really bad. Man United bid 70 million for Casemiro. That's a good player, man. That's
They're
a
gonna
good
give
player
him.
to
They're
get.
gonna pay his like wages like I feel like they're gonna give him like 400K a week or something. Um,
400k. That's how much he makes.
a week, yeah.
Mamma mia, ragazzi.
I mean, that's a 300 to 400K is the rumored amount for what he'll be making.
It's not gonna fix anything for them. It's gonna be better. They're gonna start to have more solutions. But that the issue with Manchester United is the brain. So
I feel like Casemiro, he's good, but he's with the Real Madrid, the culture and the other players, and like he's a good player, but if he goes to Man United, it's not gonna, like you said, it won't really solve anything. You have to just get the right chemistry and like squad um cohesiveness for Man United. It's not going to be about one player.
yeah, I agree 100%. Napoli and Juve going to be our biggest rivals this season. I think Inter is going to struggle. Interesting take. Tell me why, Mustafa. Tell me why you think they're going to struggle. I don't think they're going to struggle. I think Napoli, Juve, Inter, and Roma are all going to be our rivals. Inter are losing Skriniar. Well, they're getting a Cherby, though. They're getting a Cherby. United can't move players. That's the main issue for him. All right, Antonio. Any interesting news has come out? We don't have much today. Yeah, like it's
Yeah, I'm
literally.
checking right now.
It is a dry news day, guys. Dry. Uh, we're just getting ready for the Atalanta game, by the way. That's it. That's it. Maybe Tonali is going to play. Do we know if Tonali participated in the matches today?
I haven't checked. I don't think they've posted anything. Usually, like the news comes out like in like another like hour once the training is done and like the footage gets posted, or VTLO like tweets about it.
Mm. So look at this. According to Tutto Juve, Balotelli is among the players who could be allowed to leave in Milan in the summer. The Senegalese fullback got very little playing time last year, and it is only because Hernandez is ahead of him, of course.
Wait, Roy, what do you mean tutto Juve?
Tutto Sport is a Torinese. They're from Torino.
Ah,
They,
okay,
they're
so
based in Torino, and they're either Torinist what's a Torinisti, Torinesi, or
yeah.
Juventini. According to the newspaper, Balotelli's situation has attracted the attention of some League One clubs. As the more concrete interest in is Trabzonspor. The Turkish team, however, have been rejected by the player. That is because the former Monaco man does not want to give up on the idea of earning a role at Milan just yet. He wants to fight for his spot. There it is. He wants to fight for his spot. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with him, but it is what it is. Inter lose Skriniar, then they can go after Indika. Man United has to start from scratch, but they don't want to. Lakaga is fat. Hakan is not going to have 2 good seasons in a row. Their older players are in decline. That's those are tough words. I don't know. I don't know. The team is still healthy though. Still a good team. They're saying Tonali will start, but who knows? I don't know if he's going to start. I have a suspicion he won't. But let's see. I see everywhere dudes talking about Manchester United. This team has fans everywhere. Yes, Manchester United is actually the team with the most fans in the world. Them and Real Madrid, actually.
Well, this situation is making them like the biggest, topic. So everyone's gonna mention them all the time.
This is interesting right here. Serafini said that one of his colleagues said not to listen to the names made because Milan is working on 2 special players. Well, who are these 2 special players? I already know who they are. Indika and Onyedika. It has to be them too, right? Who else can it be? Unless it's someone that we just have no idea, but it can only be them too.
CR7 guys. CR7 is
Seriously,
coming.
no way. Please, no, Baka, just go. Luigi, who do you think those 2 players are, if you were to take a guess? Skriniar and De Vrij were horrendous against Lecce. Ren Antonio cracked the code. Yes, it has to be those 2 players because it makes sense. It makes sense as far as what we need, right? We need a left-footed defender with a certain identikit. It has to be Indika. We need to replace Kessie with a player with those characteristics. It's either Gino Nana or Onyedika. It's one of those 2. But maybe these are just all. Maybe these are just what you call them, smoke screens. Maybe it's someone that we have no idea about, in order to make their operation easier. I mean, I think so, right? I wish it's Esteve. Who is this player? Do you know this player?
Not off the top of my head.
Not familiar with him. Who does he play for, Rohit? Do you think Mastur can come back in the football that's top level? Now he playing the 2nd division of Morocco. I think it's too late for him. I think it's too late for him. If he was playing, I mean, in Italy, he could have played in so many teams in Italy. The fact that he had to go and resort to playing 2nd division football in Morocco, I think it pretty much says what kind of player he is. Esteve, yeah, I'm not familiar with the player. Hakim Mastur, haven't heard of him in a while. What's up, Hussein? What's up, Hussein? All right, Antonio, any last things? Because I think we've covered everything for today. Esteve plays for Montpellier in Liga and tall centre back. Ah, okay, I see. Got you. Esteve plays for, yeah, great talent. Mediocre. So we have different opinions here. Masur was supposed to be Milan's Neymar. Yeah, Masur was a little bit of a party animal. Him and what's his name? El Sharawi. All right, guys, listen. Let's smash the like button. We're going to be putting out a tactical preview of the game against Atalanta. It should be interesting. Going to do some nice research and bring out some decent information. Lokonga. Sambi Lokonga. I've heard this name before. Who is Lokonga, Antonio?
He's the Arsenal midfielder that Salamakers' friend from Belgium.
Ah, okay. Yes. Got you. Yeah, the Arsenal guy. Salamaker's friend, right? Salamaker's friend. In my opinion, he ruined his career when he chose Morocco over Italy, because when you play in Italy and you're not even a pro, they're going to ruin you for your ingratitude. There is a little bit of truth in that. Yeah, the Italians are a little bit salty when it comes to this kind of stuff. That is very true. Tactical, yes, just a tactical preview of what expect. Is the Nathan competition still a thing? Yes, we're going to roll that out soon for sure. All right, guys, listen, before you leave, please make sure to smash the like button. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring you firework news today, but let's see what Onyedika happens. I think this one is the closest one right now. If you want to speculate, it's probably the closest one.
Hey, Roy, you were a little bit wrong about Diallo, I will say that.
I was wrong. I was wrong about the
Yeah,
euro.
you were saying that it was going to be a done deal.
I was saying it was going to be a done deal. Yeah. But it looks like it's not. It is not. Kalulu is god. Kalulu is a god. Forza Milan. Atalanta, wide centre backs overlapping, man-to-man marking, Boga acting as a remediator, while Zapata drops between the lines to link up play. Yeah, that's correct. Rohit Rajiv, very, very astute when it comes to football tactics. When is the next stream? Maybe Antonio's going to do a night stream tonight, and tomorrow we're going to keep on following the news.
If not tonight, probably tomorrow. I can do one tomorrow night. I don't know if I can do it tonight. Probably tomorrow night.
Yeah. Right. Then Saturday we're going to do an evening stream just to talk about the game that is coming up. On the game day, I'm not sure we're going to do a watch along. We'll see. We might do a watch along. But we are definitely going to do a player rating video right after the game. Right after the game. And then after the player rating video, which is going to last stream, which is going to be about an hour, 45 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour. Then we're going to go into the whole discussion where everybody's going to be in the stream talking about the game. So Sunday is going to be a pretty busy day here at RossonARI TV. So watch out for Sunday. Hopefully we're going to be talking about good stuff on Sunday. Yeah, Antonio, what do you think?
I hope, man. I hope. Let's get this game out of the way. I just want to win these games, and before, the UCL get going a good run.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to do the play. I prepared a very nice little intro for that. A sweet little video for the player rating. It's going to be really good. Get the chat involved. And basically, what we're going to do with the player ratings is that because it's a community ratings, right? I'm going to ask you guys, how do you think this player did? How do you think that player did? Then we're going to average. And then once we have all the ratings, we're going to put them in the community post. This is RossonARI TV ratings for the players of the games. And we're going to keep track of that. Forza Antonio and Roy, the best duo since mustard and ketchup. Guys, Antonio, we're not going to see much of Antonio soon, huh? Pretty sad.
Don't cry.
Antonio's going off to college to become a man. And we're not going to be seeing much of him after that. So when does that start for you?
I'm moving in next week, but I have a week of orientation, so I don't have to to go to class yet.
Yeah. The channel is definitely going to miss your presence because obviously you're going to be quite busy, right?
Yeah, but I'll see if I can jump in some of the open live sometimes, and also in the chat maybe I'll be around.
Antonio's becoming an old man. Welcome to college life. Bro, I'm not ready. Yeah. You're gonna be missed. Milan news without Antonio, man. It's weird. I guess a lot of us might need to reevaluate Napoli's potential finish with Simeone. Oh, right. Simeone. That is official. Napoli got Simeone. That's a big upgrade from
Raspadori is a done deal as well. Raspadori is a done deal.
It's a done deal?
Yeah, I saw it on I think on Romano's feed. Hold on. I think it was yesterday.
No way. Ha, that sucks, but hopefully Guido can replace him.
Oh my god.
That would be crazy. That would be a crazy scene. We'd be going at it for sure. That'd be funny. Keep them together. Keep who together? Ali chose Algeria over France. What do you think of Fiorentina 20 today? What happened with Fiorentina?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I gotta watch this match. So basically, Fiorentina's doing a Conference League playoff. Dang, I gotta see this game. What time is it? Oh, they're playing against the Dutch team. And it's the Conference League playoff. I'm looking this up real quick. Time. They're playing in a little over 1 hour, so 3 p.m. Eastern time US, noon your time, Roy, and then in an hour for people in Europe. So thank you for reminding me about that.
All right, guys, let's do a quick. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. But if someone is for sure, guys, anybody can go in and do a stream. I'm not.
Christian, if you have Paramount Plus, you can watch it. Like I'm pretty sure if you watch Milan in the U.S., you can watch this game because it's on the Conference League, so it's going to be on like Paramount Plus for sure.
Yeah. Um. Okay. To recap, today's stream: Brahim Diaz, De Catler, the big conundrum, the big dilemma Pioli has. Diallo out of the picture. He's gone. Evan Indika, the agents want a payday. So difficult, very difficult. Who are the solutions for the defense? Maybe Gabi is going to stay until January until we figure something out. Onyedika looks like a player that we might actually be getting. Let's see what happens with that. Onana is another option. And that's it, guys. That's literally the Milan news today. And of course, Cardinale. Cardinale about the takeover. That's literally it.
Oh yeah, Roy, you're not on Twitter, are you?
No.
So yesterday, Rohit also saw I saw this off of Rohit. There's like a really popular Man United like fan who's I'm pretty sure who he is. I'm not gonna mention his name. I don't want to advertise him, but he's let's say pretty popular, and he has like fan channels. He was like talking about Man United's like signings, and he mentioned Milinkovic Savic on Twitter, and I retweeted this and I responded, and he literally was saying like obviously just a Prem fan who doesn't watch the Serie A at all, but he was just acting like Milinkovic Savic was just another like small club player, and he wasn't anything of a great player. And so we got into it a little bit on. I mean, he didn't respond to me, but like I responded to him, and we retweeted his thing, and we got into like me and Rohit also talked about it, and so we were just kind of responding. We were like, maybe you should watch the Serie A a little bit before you judge Milinkovic Savic. This guy's like double digit assists and goals, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, these guys have no idea. People that don't watch the Serie A, they have no idea. And it's good like that, guys, because this is what's going to happen this year, guys. This is a secret. This is a secret I'm about to tell you guys. This is what's going to happen. In Europe, everybody's going to underestimate the Italian teams this year. But what they don't know, that the Italian teams this year are super competitive. It's a completely different story. So this is going to be an advantageous year for Milan.
Roy, if I see United fans going crazy for Casemiro, which I know they will if they get him, but you know, if they do get Casemiro, I can just they need to relax because first of all, they should know better than to just bank on one older player coming in. But second of all, it's the fact that Casemiro, I think, like I said before, he's just one example of the many players who came into United these past years that have individually been very good, like Di Maria, but haven't done much with United. So their problems are more than just one player.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, Brian Diaz per rinnovarlo costa 20 milioni. 22 milioni, anzi. Quanto gli manca per raggiungere questo prezzo? Quanto vale ora? No, il prezzo è 22 milioni. So, Brahim Diaz's price is 22 million. If he has a really good season, then Milan might want to spend that 22 million and have him. But let's see how this goes. It's 22 million if Milan wants to activate the option to buy. About Napoli, it's going to be the first season and they have lost some key players top four for sure, but I fear they might transfer league. Are you sure that Raspadori is official?
Let me pull up exactly what it said. I think it's basically a done deal. Let me see again.
Antonio Fati.
Napoli are now set to sign Giacomo Raspadori from Sassuolo for $5 million loan fee plus $30 million obligation to buy.
Wow, 35 million. Damn.
That was yesterday. That's crazy.
So everybody's favorite journalist, the only person that says the truth, says what is he saying here? Chelsea announced on Twitter, blah 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 blah. The signing of Milan submitted an offer to Aston Villa worth 5 million plus an additional 10 million in performance-related add-ons, thus totaling just a shy of 18 million. However, despite the Rossoneri offering the player a chance to be part of the first team immediately, he preferred a move to the capital in a 20 million deal. Look at all these youngsters they got. Omari Hutchinson, Cesare Casadei, Gabriel Slonina, Tyler Diblin, Zach Sturge. Wow, Chelsea building a new team, no?
Yeah. Hey Roy. Um. No, I just saw the Chukwameka thing on Romano's Twitter feed as well. But yeah. What do you think about the price of Raspadori? Like 35 million.
Yeah, I think it's correct. I mean, I don't think it's wrong. Raspadori is 22, I think 21, 22. He's probably going
So
to
he's
do.
as much as the Ketelaere, basically.
Yeah,
I think
pretty
that's
much.
fine.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah, look, this is the thing, though. You might disagree, but when Italy is going to play Belgium in the World Cup, De Keller is not going to be the guy that wins. It's going to be Raspadori. So,
Teams win games, not individuals. Stop with this, Roy.
yeah, but whatever. Raspadori is one of Italy's best prospects coming up. He's a super player. Already won a Euro. Already won a Euro. Um, Now joining a big team. He's totally worth the 35. 22? Absolutely, no doubt about it. The thing about you, Antonio, is that if a guy has an Italian name, you're automatically put 3/4 of his price off.
No, but I see them playing. The Ketelaere is so much more elegance than Raspadori.
Elegance. Listen, they're
Like
both.
technical ability, let's say.
Technically, no, I don't think so. Maybe you can say elegant, but technically, Raspadori is probably better than De Keller.
No.
But again, you completely you hate Italian players for some reason.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
But
do. Yeah,
you
you do.
overrate some of them. Like they're not worth this much money. It's because they're in Italy and Sassuolo are overpricing them.
Well,
It's
listen.
the same thing in England. It's the same thing in England. Like those players are not worth that money. Like it's just a little bit scaled down, but it's the same situation in Italy.
Yeah.
So
Again, Raspadori is 22. Everybody, because he's Italian, because Italian players are never rated highly from anybody except from people that actually see what they do on the pitch. Hello. You'll see Raspadori is going to be one of the best players in Europe in the upcoming years. So 35 right now for Raspadori is quite a steal. So is CDK. Same thing, same thing. Raspadori better than CDK. Roy has officially lost a plot. Don't do drugs, kids. I mean, Raspadori is he better than CDK? Just because a guy joins Milan doesn't mean that all of a sudden he is the best player in the world. Okay, it really doesn't. Yeah, we're going to make CDK into a champion. That's what we want to do. But
Roy, if you had to make a World 11 right now, you would literally put all Italian players and then Vicha on the left. That's literally what you
no,
would do.
no, I wouldn't actually. I wouldn't. Listen, I say again, if Raspadori, exact same player, exactly the same, but was called Charles de Raspador, Antonio would be saying he's worth 60 million. Okay, and that's what most of you guys would be saying. Vicha, Raspadori, Lozano, Politano is good depth. No, Vicha's better than everybody, guys. You guys don't know this yet, but Vicha's better than everybody. Raspadori Conference League tier. You see, like this is what people generally think, that these Italian players are Conference League, they're blah blah blah. But then they fucking play in the World Cup, and everybody's saying Belgium is going to destroy, England is going to destroy, Brazil, blah blah blah.
Sorry,
3 weeks later, fucking Raspadori is a guy with holding up the cup. This is the history of Italian players. Ever since I was born, it's been the same shit.
Okay, my thoughts on Raspadori, if I'm being honest, like I'm just gonna be honest with you, Roy. He is a player who is very hard working and is decent at dribbling, but other than that, and he's whenever I see him in that attacking area, besides the fact, if you let him dribble all the way like in front of the goal, like we did, like Tomori did, and made those mistakes that one game, then obviously you're gonna expect him to score. But if you are set up well against him, he's not going to be able to shoot from the outside.
Yeah, and
he's not going to be able to score.
If you're
headers.
set up well
Gonna...
if you're set up well against CDK, it's the same thing, my man.
I think CDK has more like ability to break you down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that exactly. You think that these players, because they're not Italian, because they come from
I've seen both of them play. I'm being fair.
You seen both of them play. I seen them play against each other, and I didn't see CDK win.
CDK wasn't in that Belgian team when that happened. First of all.
Yeah, Kevin De
Second of
Bruyne.
all, I don't even
Kevin
think
De,
Raspadori played that game. If he did, he came in at the end.
so how come Kevin De Bruyne, the best player that has ever existed, wasn't able to break down the stupid Bonucci, Chiellini, Barella, Verratti, all these shitty Italian players? How come he wasn't able to
Yeah,
break
so now we're getting away from
blah, blah.
Raspadori, but let me
Yeah.
go back to that point. It's a team game, not an individual game. Italy's defense and midfield 3 was better than Belgium's defense and entire midfield. So that's why it's a team sport.
Yeah,
It's not
team
an individual
sport.
sport.
Sure. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, this
That's
is
all
what
I
I've
can
been
say.
dealing with my whole life, guys. My whole life it's been the same shit. It is what it is. Whatever. Vicha is not even fit to lace Krunich's boot. Right, feel 100% what you're saying, but Raspadori is not the right example. But he is, guys. You guys are forgetting that Raspadori is 22. He's not 27. He's not 30. Raspadori just literally started his career, and he already has won a Euro.
Yeah, but
Literally. He won.
okay. You think that it was him? I mean, how many games did he actually play? Like that's the question that I
Well,
have.
he
Like,
was part of the expedition, and he played a lot of minutes there.
what
Played
do
a
you
lot of
mean?
minutes.
The beginning?
He played in many of the games. He came in. I mean, he was part of the expedition. Yes or no?
By expedition, do you mean like part of the team? Like what do
No,
you...
no, Antonio. I mean part of the fucking giraffes in the
No,
is in
I
the
haven't. I
savannah.
don't.
What the fuck do you think I mean?
Calm down. I just said I don't know. I don't hear a lot of people using the word expedition like that, so I was just trying to make sure I understood what you mean. Yeah, he was part of the team and he came in as a sub for some of the group stage games, but I don't remember him really playing much in the knockouts. Maybe he came in like once or twice. I'm trying to think of which games he did come in. Um,
Anyway,
but
guys,
yeah,
whatever.
he didn't like
This
really score or do anything or assist. So
whatever. It is what it is. Okay, I know Raspadori is awful. He sucks. He's shit. I get it. It doesn't matter.
I
It
never
is
said
what it
that.
is.
I never said that.
It is what it
CDK
is.
is better.
Hi to all. What's up, CM Videos? Vicha's not even fit to... I read that. They should offer 10 million to Frankfurt and 5 million to the agent so nobody lose. I kind of agree. Yeah. Anyway, listen. We've spoken about this. We're about to take off. Yeah, listen. No, it kind of gets my nerves because... but I think it's also a good thing. It's a good... Actually, there's a positive side to the fact that that Italian players are always underrated because then they are underrated and they're underestimated, and that's been the history of the Italian national team. Always been underestimated, but then at the end, a lot of the times they get the upper hand. So for me, it's good. It's good. All right. Anyway, Antonio, last words.
Yeah, Roy, you need to respect Milan players, like Leao and CDK, because you're putting them down in recent streams. So
Okay, hold on.
let's do this. Let's flip the narrative a little bit, Roy.
No. Hold on. Listen, bruh. Just because a guy wears a Milan shirt, I'm not going to be fucking licking his boots, all right? If there are players that are better outside in other teams, I'm going to say it. It's fine. Whatever. I mean, it's always been the case that Milan has players, and then there are other teams with other players. Other teams are better. Other players are better, but it doesn't mean that I don't support the players. CDK is great. CDK Leao is great. I love these guys. They're going to win trophies with Milan. But if I think there's some players that are tactically better than these guys, it's just me being objective. Okay?
Yeah, but it's not just about you saying they're technically better. You said you would want to replace them.
And
with
I'm
those
not
players.
fucking saying that I want to replace them with Zaccagni, with fucking Verdi, Orsolini. I'm not saying these guys. So this shit about me going for Italian players is bullshit. It's pretty much bullshit. I'm talking about the players that are considered elite in Italy. What does elite in Italy mean? The players that are in the national team. Because players in the national team in Italy are elite. You guys don't think this because, I don't know, for some reason you don't think this. Whatever. I don't care. I'm going to keep thinking what I think. I don't care what you guys think. It is what it is. Period.
Yeah, CDK is better than Raspadori, so I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, man. You're entitled to your opinion. Roy, listen too much. Nice shout out. Nice shout out. Nice shout out. The only Italian players I take is Berardi and Chiesa. Both of them are great, but according to Antonio, Ali is better than Verratti and Messias is better than Chiesa.
Never said that.
No, too
no.
late, too late,
What?
too late, too late, too late.
Yo, no, you're just
it's too
putting
late.
words in my mouth. What the hell? No, Verratti is amazing. Barella, Verratti, and Jorginho are probably the best midfield three in all of national team, football. I'm gonna be honest. That midfield three is class. Chiesa's fantastic. Berardi's a solid player, and of course Bonucci and Chiellini are great players. So I don't have any. And Spinazzola is fantastic. All those players are great. It's just that Raspadori, on an individual level, I think Takeover has more ability based on what I've seen when I watch them play.
Well, we'll see. The future will tell. They're going to be both playing in the Champions League. They're both same age, pretty much. I think they're both going to be very important players for their national teams. But one player is probably going to win an international trophy, and the other one is not. And you know which one it is. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Forza Azzurri. Fuck everybody else. All right, guys. Having said that, I apologize for my for my temper right now. But thank you for joining Milan News.
Hey Roy, two more things. Malinowski may be involved in a swap deal with Marseille, and also Torino just got Peter Schürrle from Ajax.
Who?
His name is Per Schürrle.
Okay.
Pierre Schürrle. He's. I think Milan were linked with him. He's like a really tall Ajax center back, and he's going to Torino.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. Well, good. It should be good for them. Raspadori is not ready for the UCL. Who says he's not ready? This idea that a player is not ready. Oh, the only way to be ready is to freaking play in the UCL. That's how you get ready for it. You go there and you play, and you learn how to play in the UCL. In that case, nobody is ready to play in the UCL. Everybody has to play there to learn how to play in there.
According to your philosophy, Roy, Berardi has a weak mentality, and so he's not ready to play in the UCL. So I'm going to use that mentality thing.
If Berardi was playing in the UCL, he'd be doing fine, guys. I mean, freaking, if Messias can beat Atletico Madrid, why can't Raspadori play in the UCL? Come on.
He can play in the UCL, but he won't be a standout player.
Why do I even entertain you guys with these like childish? I don't even know why.
You're the most biased Italy fan I've ever met.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. The best player in the world right now is not an Italian.
The fact that you still haven't conceded that Mahrez is better than Berardi is just out of this world.
For me, Berardi is better. Whatever. I don't care. Guys, I'm not going to be doing the Milan Forum because it's just chaotic and I don't have much time. Like, when you have so many people, I can't do 4-hour streams, etc., etc. So I can't do the Milan Forum right now. Bro, Raspadori will be chopped by UCL defenders. Okay. But those are the same defenders that play in the national teams, and they weren't chopping anybody when Raspadori was playing in Europe. Mamma mia, ragazzi.
But you're putting the best defenders from the best national teams on different national teams on the same teams against the best coaches in the world. It's just it's much different.
Okay, guys. If Raspadori in the next 5 years is going to suck, then you guys are right. But if he doesn't suck, you guys better fucking pay me $1,000 each of you for me giving you the stupid shit time and having to defend. Why am I even fucking giving you?
We didn't even say he's that bad. He's just not on the same level as
I'm done. Guys, have a good day. Peace out. Love you all. Forza Milan to everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us today. Alla prossima. Arrivederci. And ciao. Peace out, Antonio. Bye. Dice